Okay. So, um, we're back with part two. So this is Gabe. I don't find him likable. I didn't enjoy his personality at all. That whole like, I'm not here to make friends. And like you think you're so like bold and cool or whatever. To me, it gave that he was like trying to play a villain role. He may end up being the villain of this season, but he's not a villain I would be interested in. He's a radio host. I don't know what is up with like the host podcaster theme this season. I'm interested to see how that goes because there are two podcasters and two hosts. So I'm very interested to see how that's going to play out. But yeah, I'm like, Gabe, I'm not impressed that you're trying to be a villain. Like, do better. Come up with something more original. I love this skirt. Love this skirt. But this is Genevieve. She's a lawyer, corporate lawyer. She doesn't give lawyer to me at all. So I was very surprised to hear that. She's not going to tell people she's a lawyer. Smart. I would never tell anybody I was a lawyer if I ever went on any of these reality shows. Um, I'm interested to see how she is going to play. She seems very personable, very kind, very sweet, very nice. Seems like she'll get along well with people. Seems like she'll have a good social game. Uh, um, a friend of mine said that she's giving first boot, like first boot of her tribe. I don't know about that because she's a white woman. So that most likely will protect her from that. If there are racial minorities on her tribe, I highly doubt she's going to end up being the first boot from her tribe. But yeah, it seems like people will like her. So let's see how she plays. Okay, so this is John Lovett. Didn't know who he was before this. I know a lot of people do, but for those of you who don't know, he's a former Obama speechwriter and TV writer, and now he's a podcast host for Pod Save America, and I think he has another podcast called Love It or Leave It. Obviously, he's an intelligent guy. If he was an Obama speechwriter, I will imagine that there might be somebody, if not more than one, somebody who knows who he is. So I'm interested to see if that will affect his game or not. Are they going to out him or are they going to want to keep him? Because I found like for example, with Sari playing Big Brother last season, everybody knows. Well, we all know, even if you don't agree, that Sari is considered to be the best Survivor player who's never won. And it's like somebody that's so legendary like that, either I'm going to work with you and play the game with you, or you need to go home immediately. Because if I let you stay, Suri, in my opinion, is the best social game player in reality TV history. And if you don't know that, how the way that she played on the Traders will show you that. So you can't let somebody like that work their magic with people because then you'll never be able to get rid of that. And so with this guy, I kind of feel like it's the same thing. Like if I know that you're so intelligent that you were a speechwriter for Obama, either I'm going to be like awestruck by that. Sorry, I'm clicking something on the computer, y'all. Either I'm going to be awestruck by that and I'm going to want to play with you, or I need to get rid of you because of you're so intelligent. But given that he is, a white man, I think people are going to want to play with him. Like I don't think he's going to go home that early. But we'll see. I don't know. So this is Rachel. I like her. She seems like a cool lady, but I have to be honest, I don't have much else to say about her other than that. Like she didn't really make a strong impression in my opinion, but I do like her. So I'm interested to see I know I keep saying this, but it's true. I'm interested to see how she's going to play. Next is Tiana. I really like Tiana. Tiana's definitely going on my draft. I think she's a native Hawaiian because a city in Hawaii is her hometown, and then it's also where she currently lives. So I think she's a native Hawaiian, and I love, like, with Chemo being on Big Brother and then Tiana being on Survivor. I love the native Hawaiian representation. I think it's really cool, and I'm just so thankful for, the rule saying that the cast has got to be 50% POC, because there are so many people that I don't know if they would ever have gotten cast on these shows without that rule. And I think they have an interesting story to tell. I love that she wants to become a pilot, and that, she's got a goal that she wants to complete, and that if she wins the money, it'll pay for pilot school. I love that. She's very much giving bad bitch energy to me. Love it, live for it, and I definitely will be choosing her for my draft. Um, I'm just hoping that she doesn't come on too strong, because a lot of times in these games, people don't like that coming from a woman, especially a woman of color. So we will see about that. But I like her, so I'm choosing her for my draft regardless. And I don't care what ends up happening. I did horribly, horribly in my draft last season. I picked Jess first because I could picture her winning. I don't do winners picks, but I could see Jess winning. Jess literally was the second boot. And then it was like who I had second was a third boot. It was horrible. Absolutely freaking horrible. All these people that I thought were going to play so well were like the second, third, excuse me, were like the second, third, fourth boot of the show. And it's like, I literally had one player left. I think I just had Tiffany left. And so literally when Tiffany went home, I there was nobody left in my draft. It was horrible. It was horrible. Okay, so this is TK. Absolutely love him. He's got such an endearing energy, in my opinion. Love that he overcame kidney disease. He survived longer than they thought he would. And it goes back to what I was saying earlier about overcoming something will really help you in this game. I think he'll be very good socially, because I think he needs to be very good with people for his job. He's an athlete, marketing. Definitely would be in my draft. I'm probably going to put him second after. I'm probably going to put him second after uh, Asia, because I just think people will really like him. He's like, the non threatening black man. And I think if he starts telling his story, I think that it will really endear him to people. Okay, so this is Rome. This is very interesting. Rome, he goes by Rome. His name is Jerome. He's an esports host, commentator. I'm like 98% certain that I've talked to Rome before in a Lakers Twitter space. And what I will say is that he did not seem like he wasn't somebody that was like desperate to talk to. Like, he didn't seem that engaging. I don't think he's going to necessarily do that well socially. And even in his little intro video, I think he comes off as kind of arrogant, but it's arrogance masquerading as confidence. I don't think he's nearly as confident as he pretends to be. So, interested to see how it's going to go with him, but I don't think he's going to be great socially. I only have a little bit of time left, so I got to go fast. This is Anika. She's giving a more evolved Venus. I really like her. Do not know that she will go far, because it's giving Gem from last season, that people will just kind of get her out because she's a woman of color, and because, they're afraid of what she can do. Hope I'm wrong, because I like her, but we'll see. And last but not least, Teeny. Teeny really reminds me of a friend of mine. She's quirky, or excuse me, I apologize. They are quirky. She's talking about, I know how to make people like me. And I'm like, do you? We'll see. Let me know your thoughts in